stop it. You simply,
Right?
that's right.
All right, now which do I shut off?
Way over here, stop.
Now you look out what to say, don't you swear anyway.
You're the
He's a bad Bill. He'd like nothing better than to have you do something like that.
We're going. You can do that.
Now don't freeze up.
It's funny how when everything like that comes on, you can't think of words to say. And it's
Well,
bad when I can't think of words to
In a
say.
couple of minutes, you'll forget all about the fact it's there.
I know it.
I do, Loretta.
How do you do?
Loretta, have you met Mr.
How's everything up on York Street?
Loretta,
Yes.
have you met this gentleman?
No, I guess not.
Well, he lives on the other side of our house. His name is Collingwood.
Ellenwood.
Ellenwood. I'm bound to call him Collingwood.
That's all right.
He answered to the name of it. His people came here 100 years ago, I guess. They were the first ones in the Allen family. He's related to the Allens. Yeah.
My great-grandfather was the man that started the drugstore in Honeoye Falls. Albie C. Allen.
I remember him.
I remember, yes.
He had Christmas.
Long, white
I
beard.
remember him.
There was Albie Allen and
Your
Katie Allen and
grandfather.
Edwin Allen.
Great-grandfather. My dad's grandfather.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir, I remember. 70-odd years ago, and he used to go to church up here 75 years ago.
Yes, sir, he did. He came to the Presbyterian Church. Albie Allen and Katie Allen. Yes, sir.
Are they, I see the house on the hill is called again. Are the people living up there?
I don't know. You mean the stone house?
Reports were sold, but wasn't.
Well, I don't know if it was. I don't know.
They moved there. I don't think they're sold. Some said it's high lease, but
No, it was in the paper. Told the man he's in the health department. The health
You do.
department at in
My, that's the first time I ever saw her come in and be so ladylike. My,
Nell, are you looking for trouble?
she can be.
Now,
Never can tell.
How's Charlie?
What to make of all oh, fair.
Excuse me.
Shirley.
And everybody else.
I think you know all the rest of these ladies, don't you? You know, do you know Mrs. Smith? I don't know if she does or not. Mr. Smith?
Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith. I think you was here, weren't you, when she was here? Her birthday. Oh, sure. Not the same birthday. Yeah, I am here going to church like 2 years ago. Her son.
Fred Wolfberger, how long ago did you say you came here?
church here,
Yeah.
75 years. And what more? 75 or 6 years ago, anyway.
Well, he was from, you were from Mendon.
Yeah, they're from Mendon. Mendon Sunday.
Yeah, I remember Ada my father, you know, and all the relatives of theirs. I made a store in the shops there, you know. Just have a mill there, you know, in the store, and light shop, wood shop,
I'm sorry, you were early at when you were there.
Well, I remember things when I was 4 years old.
I think I can remember some 3-year-olds.
My father died, and I remember then carried me in to look at see the father. Of course, I didn't know what was going on. See a lot of people in the house, but I remembered. And then carried three of us to carry one after the other. And one carried me in to see father before they Supposed to.
Well, that's a long time to remember when you're 4 years old.
Yeah,
It's hard to
and, you
remember.
know, I got the receipt for the funeral. It's a $60 to film Christian all.
What do you remember?
They say he's buried, my father's buried district.
I don't know. I tried to think the other day what's the first thing I remember. I don't know.
I
what's
remember
the
your
first-
father built a house for us when I was about 6 years old. Some man worked with him. I forget now who the man was with him.
I think I remember
Pretty good?
when I was 4 years old, I used to sit in the swing in our yard, and Mr. Brown, that retired minister, L.C. Brown, lived next door to us.
I remember him.
And they had an old maid daughter. And I used to sing, "Oh, Miss Brown, I can't come down. Oh, Miss Brown, I can't come down." I ought to have been thrashed for it.
Yeah.
Because I should have been. You can't stop children from talking.
Pretty late, huh? Not for telecases, Elmer? Yeah, I said this would be a good time to work at this. This was something that Alva Clark had started. I told Marion if she had any work that Alva had started, I'd try to finish it up for her. So I hadn't done much of this. It just ripped out a little bit. So I thought, well, I'll bring this along today. Maybe I'll get a little of it done.
Well, that's quite a job with all those pink rosebuds.
Well, she had those made. It's just the edge.
I know it.
But that's, you have to go all the way around twice on both of them, so. I thought I could do that.
I used to love to
I think
crochet.
I showed her how to do those flowers.
What's become of Josephine? Is she gone home?
Yes, I've gone home.
You do it?
No, not very much.
can't
I
do
had
it
it
now,
for
can
years,
you?
and I didn't do
You can't see
everything.
people very well.
I had to
can
run
you?
over certain.
I say you can't see people behind you.
No, I can't see who's behind me. I can hear them.
I mean, it's down.
I don't think anything interesting has happened.
You don't think so?
Who's that? Oh, I thought he'd gone home.
I did for a minute.
Oh.
I don't have far to go.
I've always been afraid he'd tumble in there because there's that step.
Well, probably I will someday.
Well, don't fall downstairs, for Lord's sake. There's a step to go down and a step to come up.
Oh, you live here now?
Yeah.
Upstairs?
You know,
No,
like
right.
a part.
In the old part.
Yes, and I thought we
Mhm.
I used to own the house next to this. I built that factory there in 1912, where Sadie is. I used to own a picture show there. In the early days, first picture shows, you know.
Yes, sir, the first picture show.
I remember I got a carload of Mets cards, and I sold all but one, and I put an ad in the paper, and I sold it over the telephone. The man up in, more up south somewhere, I forget now just what town it was. And he came down on the Saturday, and he stayed all night, went to the picture show, and that's the first time I ever see a picture show, and we thought that was wonderful. Sunday morning, I taught him how to drive the car, and he drove home. I've never seen him since. So I've inquired, and I found he died. He's a mountain man.
I never went over to that picture show, and I lived right up there. I lived up there, right there.
Well, there was no money in the picture show that time. 5 and 10 cents.
Can you people all remember the first picture show you ever saw?
So when they were away, she had trouble getting it.
I can.
Well, you ought to. You're just a kid.
I can remember,
So
I had taught school 2 years. I had taught school 4 years before I wrote the novel. Now, how's that? I taught school 4 years before I wrote it.
For goodness sake.
Two chairs, did you put?
I'm
I'm all.
Come on. Hello? Yes.
The first picture show I ever saw was a man travel. It was a travel log with the name of Hadley.
I had a doctor here one time, he had a troop, he stayed here a week. On the floor of about 2 feet of peanut shucks, you know. He got through. He had a pretty good show with troop he had. Say yes, 4 or 5 people.
Where was the theater?
That's this building upstairs. I built that building in 1912. I built the factory up there with Mercedes.
That was upstairs, was that?
And I was in the automobile business downstairs. I was in the carriage business 60 years ago, and the automobile business 50 odd years ago. I was in Transmission Week to organize General Motors.
How many people could you get in your theater?
Oh, I had 400 seats, or 500. I had a whole carload of seats, I remember. 400 or 500. Had a stage, just did shows from last year up here.
Did they go on one of those trips?
I've been there to a good many shows in your place.
No, they
Yes,
knew
sir.
where they wanted to go.
I don't know what we paid to go in, wasn't very much.
Well, there was nothing in the picture show business in the early days. 5 and 10 cents.
Think of going to a picture show for 5 or 10 cents. Think of it.
When they got to Italy, that was the first place they'd been.
Well, people didn't have much money of their own.
No chicken. So they got
I know it.
Italy. And that was the first chicken.
Well, I used to operate a motion picture machine my last year of high school. My first year at college, I worked my way through my college. I was a licensed motion picture operator in the state of New Jersey. That was back in 1916 or 17, long before the talkies came. The old 1 and 2 and 3 reelers.
Yeah, there would be.
I just wanted to show up in our village hall, working down here. When I got into the picture show business, I was in the hardware business, you see. Carriages and implements. And the man running the show, you know, they shut him off. He'd come over to see me, but I'd pay the rent, you know, so he could come on to the show. Well, I said, I didn't know much about the show business. So I said, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll go over and sell the tickets myself, handle the money, and I'll pay the rent. I did. And a lot of people come, they're surprised to see me there, you know. The fellas were running the show was gypping the fella for about 10 people. Fella was selling tickets and one taking them. They could do it, you know.
Heard about the excitement on our street, and I said, no. Up at our corner,
That's how I got in the show business.
got in,
Something else.
stole money, and then they ran
Well, I
down
think I've tried everything.
and ran in.
I've been in every business box you can think of, but the undertaking business,
How many?
I made it go over everything I took a hold
All
of.
over the ground. They bag of things.
I came here 60 years ago. I didn't have any money or brains, but still here.
Yes, sir. It's still here. It's still going strong.
I got a wonderful museum up here, in the park. I got a racetrack, 2 farms out here in the corporation. I bought all the blatching shops and wood shops.
They're all around everywhere.
I just sold the railroad. I owned the railroad zone here down in Warren Corners.
I know you
I
did.
just sold that.
What they going to do with it?
And I sold the man, built his house out next to it.
Oh,
Kind of wanted to control it. I was in Flint, Michigan, week to organize General Motors. They raised $250,000 in 48 hours. That was a lot of money then.
Don't they tend to make it easy?
2930, I sold 50,000 Nash and Willis cars. I knew Mr. Nash and knew Willis. And there's brothers in the automobile business. Nash was the Grand Tour Carriage Company. Willis, who used to run a bicycle shop. Yes, sir. I can remember back quite a ways. That's what the many carloads of carriage.
I don't know just where it was, but just before
There's many
that.
carloads of automobiles.
He had a heart attack. No, generally it didn't do very good.
Fax machines and steam engines.
And he rushed to the hospital.
I got the biggest steam engine works there down here in the
They're
Newton.
big.
So I couldn't go in this room here. It's all 40 feet high.
Where is this museum?
It's right back at Stephen Locke's factory.
Oh,
I built that factory and sold it to him.
Right up here opposite the cemetery.
yeah, I know.
And the park is right back in there. You can drive around there 50 miles and all. Got deer, pheasants, rabbits,
School at the same time.
everything in there.
The hospital was on
And
it.
they shoot everything so there's nothing left, you know.
You know, Mr. Wolfberger, I think it's so nice that you came down today and have all these interesting reminiscences for this. Did you know that everything you say is being tape recorded? Yes, it is, Mr. Wolfberger. Tape
Well, I didn't say anything I guess is wrong, you know.
Not yet, not that I've heard.
Well, now you
Well,
know, I
you'll hear this
think,
whole, you'll hear this whole
I
thing
think
here.
it's awfully nice of our good Fred to contribute to this nice birthday, 89th birthday tape
Yeah,
recording. Kindness to Mr. Ellingwood. I think it'd be nice if we heard something from Louetta Martin over here. Come on, Louetta, can't you say something?
I'm 87, I'm only a couple of years back of her, you know.
You're 87.
I got my teeth, I'll be 88 next month. I got my teeth still and a little hair left on my head. Still
Got your
here.
own teeth.
Walk without a cane.
You don't look as if he's over 75.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Well, my father is still alive. He'll be 86 his next birthday. He still has his original teeth and
Yeah.
most of his hair.
Okay.
He's having trouble with the sight in his left eye, though. He, in the past month, has practically lost all the sight in his left eye. His right one seems to be all right.
If you can only hang on to it.
Well, I hope he can, because he would be very miserable.
It's awful to be blind. Must be.
You still read a lot, don't you?
I still have that one eye, you betcha.
Nice
Mhm.
to read.
You only have one eye that you can read
That's
with?
all. This eye. This has been operated on. This has not been operated on.
Oh,
And I do not see out of it, but I see out of that eye.
I had a friend who had both operations just last month, a week apart. I haven't heard how she. Who did
Cataract.
in Rochester.
Oh,
I
somebody.
had two cataracts about a week apart.
He did.
They didn't run it
I
quite.
can read without glasses.
You can?
Yes. I take off my glasses sometimes. See it better without.
Why, for pity's sake, think of it. See better without his glasses.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be reading the newspaper and forget the glasses.
Read the newspaper today about her glasses. I can't. I've got to have the glasses.
well, it seemed to me that in one of the histories I read here about the early days, that my great-grandfather Allen was practically blind at the time he died. Do you remember anything about that?
No, I don't remember anything about it. I remember those islands, and but I thought they could see and hear and everything.
It
I
seems to
remember
me
that.
I read something about it in one of the histories that you let me take. He was 92 when he died.
Yeah, 92.
He died the same year I was born. He died in June of 1898, and I was born in December of the same year. I got a birthday coming up in less than 2 weeks.
Oh, for land's sake. Less than 2 weeks. Well, if I were you, I don't think I'd have any more of them, because they come awful fast.
Well, I think it's nice to have them when you get things like this.
Yeah,
Can't see anything get his birthdays.
Well, I don't know, there's too much here.
Carnations and
Everything.
orchids and everything. Cards.
Candles and everything. And too much to eat.
Well, you don't have to eat it all today.
I should hope not. I don't know what I'll do about this. Well, I had hoped today'd be a nice day, and part of the day it was. Had to snow a little.
Cold wind.
Huh?
It's cold today.
It was very nasty between Buffalo and Batavia this morning.
It was what?
Very nasty. Very visibility wasn't over 50 feet.
Oh, for mercy's sake.
You couldn't. Going through East Pembroke, you would just be aware of the fact that you were passing through a town.
This morning.
This morning.
You wouldn't believe it possible, would you?
Well, it was bad here for a few minutes. After around noon when I came.
Yeah, but it was.
But nothing like it was up there between East Pembroke and Batavia on Route 5. It was about as bad as I've ever seen it.
Oh.
Wind blowing, snow.
Wind and snow.
My folks are coming from Michigan today, and I was
How are they coming? Across Canada?
yes.
Well, that won't be as bad.
The
The worst place is between Erie and Buffalo, along Lake Erie, along the thruway.
They'll be on the thruway.
Well, they won't get from Buffalo, yeah.
They started out Monday night in that Pyramid and Vernon. They started from Michigan Monday night in that terrific alliance we had in the city. And they thought they'd get an early, or get a, if it was going to be stormy Tuesday morning, maybe they were going to get started Monday night. Tuesday morning was lovely. I don't know how far they got, I think.
Last night, I told the mission twice. Sorry we never went to Spearfish, you know. Where she graduated, South Dakota. She never seemed to say anything about it, they're about going, I guess.
Well, it would be at least that one.
Now you're all so quiet voice here. You're just afraid of how your voice was going to hear how your voice is going to
I think they've forgotten all about the fact that it's time.
I forgot.
Don't bother me.
But you want to hear what they have to say, and you want to hear what they have to say, and so...
Well, a little later, Mr. Ellenwood is quite an entertainer, and he's going to do a little something for us, and now I only have his word that he can do it. And the fact of the matter is, I've never even seen him. But when he says a thing, he can do a thing, I have known him long enough to know that he usually can do it. So he has a little something he's going to do a little later for us. And that's going to be tape recorded, isn't it?
You exaggerate slightly.
Well,
Where's Marilla? Did she change her mind?
No, she's planning to come, so she was talking with me yesterday.
Marilla, 168.
How is Marilla?
Well, the last time I saw her, she was...
Jesse Fitch will be here, but the trouble is they have a physical therapist there visiting Mr. Fitch, and as soon as she's gone, Alice Kimmels going after her, and Mrs. Bingley comes, Mrs. Diver, and then Mrs. Thompson.
Marilla is a distant relative of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I know she's really down. Yeah, her husband was up there at my place before he died. The feed business. I had a place up there on Middle Down.
Was he up there?
Roscoe was there, yeah.
I've forgotten that.
Yes.
I've forgotten all about it.
Oh, what is the number of the house?
43.
Can you remember when there was Roscoe Tompkinson here and Sam Tompkinson? Can you? Can you?
I remember,
Yeah.
When I came.
His wife was Pearl.
What number is the house?
I remember when the mill burned here,
43.
When who?
when the mill burned, you know, down
Oh,
there.
yes, when the mill burned. Yeah, so do I.
Well, Marilla's husband was Ross.
Roscoe.
Yeah, that's the town. Sam is in Geneseo, is he?
He was in Geneseo, I expect he
He was
is.
on the village board, Sam was with it. When I
Yeah,
was,
yeah, he was.
Here's another lady to see you, Mother. I'm back again. How do you do?
Why, hello there, Gertrude Davis. She's all dressed up. All dressed up.
Oh,
Boy,
yes,
oh, boy,
you
she's
bet. I got on my best dog.
dressed
Oh, you look so nice.
Do you know all these ladies?
I think so. Why, Miss Lara. That's the senior. How do you do? Mr. Wolfer?
I do.
Does she know Mr. Smith?
No, she isn't here. Just like a-
Well, she lived up in my old neighborhood. Can you remember when the Smiths lived where they do? Him Smith,
Emmett Smith?
Jenny M. Smith, Etta Snyder.
Yeah, her
Oh,
mother taught
that's
school
right.
down there, then sent her when I went to school to her.
Well, I
I
guess you
remember that
know her.
well.
I guess you know her.
Emmett Smith, you know, worked with me, you know, putting in pumps and windmills.
Yep, yep, he did.
Had a harness shop, you know, pumps and
I
windmills, you
never
know.
met Mrs. Diver. She gave me the address.
We met at noon. I was in here.
And Mrs. Smith, this is Mr. Ellenwood. I don't know if he's here.
Yes, we
I
met.
mean, Mrs. Diver, Mr. Ellenwood.
How do you do?
I didn't know her, who she was. Nothing else, nothing else.
Very good.
I remember when she was little Gertie Hoyt.
Yeah.
Can you remember the Hoyt?
I remember when your father used to deal with me years ago, set of diggers, you know, and that stuff.
Yeah.
Your father played in the Miller's Farmers Band.
That's right.
I got a picture of the band.
Yeah,
Picture
that's for my time even.
of the North Bloomfield Band, well, they said the early Honeoye Falls Band, way back.
You remember anybody in the North Bloomfield band?
I got a picture of it.
For Lord's sake.
I knew some of them.
I wonder if we can have another seat over here, so Mama can look at the folks, because can see somebody. If, can squeeze someone in here, we can put a chair right over here, okay? Howdy, ladies, to see you.
Why, hello.
How do you do?
Hello, Marilla.
Hello there. Speak to the birthday lady.
Hello, Merle.
Yeah.
Well, how do you
Hi,
do?
hello, Amarillo. Your hands are cold.
Yes, I didn't have time. Will you have a seat over here?
Amarillo, you know Mr. Wolfberger?
How to do everything.
I don't know, man. I said, if I knew you, I said, I don't know.
Yes, you should.
You were quite a while.
I know, what you...
I've been talking to
Marilla. This is Mrs. Smith from the Rochester
She's our neighbor just down a few houses.
It's her birthday Tuesday.
She's got a birthday the same as mine.
You know, I think it would be better if Christmas and Thanksgiving and birthdays were in the summer.
That's what I say.
I'd like it better too.
Yeah.
Mine comes too close to Christmas anyway.
When is yours?
21st.
See, that's
That
terrible.
would be bad.
Very bad.
Yeah. Especially when you were a child.
Very, very bad.
Alright, the 24th, this is the day before Christmas.
Is yours the day before? 24th, that's worse yet.
That's worse. Day before Christmas, that's terrible when you're a child.
The birthday ladies have the flowers.
We've been talking about your folks, about Alvy Allen and Katie Allen and Edwin Allen.
I have to stop and think just how it's arranged myself every time.
So that's who Edwin Allen is.
Yeah. Edwin.
Yeah. Fred, can you remember George Allen?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, he might remember.
I had a lot of freight come in when he was riding freight office, you know.
Oh, yes, he
And they used to
was.
have more freight than anyone else had
You
here.
don't remember his father, though, you know. You'd be in Mendon then.
No, I don't remember his father.
He was his father, you know.
Who was George?
My father.
Oh, your father.
Vacation.
Yeah.
I remember him. I know where his dad was. They'd rather have him doing school.
George Allen and Roby Allen.
They were on George and Roby Allen.
Now, they were sons of which one?
Edwin.
Edwin. James, who was a brother of Harry and Al.
He goes through it each time, too.
There are just too many Allens.
I was, before I came up here, I was thinking about how your father and my father were related, but they must have been own no, your father's mother, your grandmother, and
Yeah.
my father were related.
That's right. That's right.
I got it straightened out. There's been mixed in it, I don't know.
Well, that's the way it is with me.
No. I tried to call you, yes. All right. I didn't wait. I thought they were ready to just get back. Yeah, I'm going back. Regular Friday. I went in Monday. Where in Hazel? No, I went to, they went out to Michigan. Down on the Michigan State. So they're in the burger. I got over there and they're coming back today. So I'm going back and stay tonight. They didn't know what time they get. I get back. I went down there. First I went out there.
Marilla, this lady had to be brought out by the sheriff.
What is it?
This lady had to be brought out by the sheriff this morning. Mrs. Smith had to be brought out by the sheriff. So she must have been a pretty bad actor. I don't know what she
How did that
done.
happen?
He was riding out this way.
Oh, I see.
He wasn't the sheriff, he was one of the deputies.
Uh-huh. Well, that's where you gotta ride out. Oh, you gotta ride out. Is he gonna take you back?
Yes, the afternoon patrol, and they go back. Stop.
Oh, so they come out every day, I suppose.
Every day, 2 or 3 times back and forth, all day long, all night long.
Not all day and all night.
Yes, all day and all night, he told me this morning.
We ought to always get a ride with them.
Boy,
Yes, you done nice.
you could ride 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Well, how,
Well, they go way on beyond here, too.
how do they, often do they come? They just keep going back and
Keep
forth.
going back and forth.
One person.
Well, they have the shift.
Change off, of course. Oh, I didn't know they did that. Where, how far do they come here, I wonder?
Well, they
Just
go
to
way
find out.
out, he was going out beyond here, I've forgotten how far, it seems to be Geneseo. Go as far as Geneseo, one day.
Okay.
Why would they go into Livingston County? They wouldn't have any jurisdiction or authority.
No, I wouldn't think.
Well, I don't know, I thought he said Geneseo, but maybe not. He spoke
Where,
of a number of places he went. And
where
I
the
was
front is south in Monroe County. they don't, I don't think they go only to Hammond, I would think so, but I don't know.
Well, where does the Monroe County end?
Right here. Right here.
Well, he
That's
goes-
ours. Lima
he goes beyond here.
Yeah, 'cause Lima is.
Livingston County, yeah.
I know.
Lyman's in Livingston County, isn't
And,
it?
Ontario County is right near here too.
Yeah, cross the bridge. Every time you cross the bridge, you're in Ontario County.
Mama, you didn't show them how your little knitting kitten goes, did you? You said you were going
Did
to
you
show
want
us.
to see how my kitten goes? Well, she knits. She this little kitten knits. You crochet, but she knits. I wish I could knit like that, but I can't knit at all. No. I learned to knit from the time of the war, but I couldn't do it now, so now. There's nothing to it. I thought I was a knitting kitten. So I said so, and I said, fine. Well, I'll tell you at first, it didn't come. And they sent this over to me instead, and I'll tell you how that was. They sent this little bear instead because they didn't have it. But I wrote back and said I didn't want to, so then they sent the kitten.
That's something that fell. Oh, I thought it was.
Those are chocolate drops.
They're cute. I thought it was some bottle that dropped over.
If you people would only think of some little simple thing like that, well, you can make a fortune. And I hold the money for it and wanted it.
I've never gotten any of that crossword puzzle money yet.
No, I haven't either,
And look at the work we put in on those crossword puzzles.
helping them all the time.
And every time we do, we promise a big share, but it never comes.
Has anybody ever tried that Saturday night puzzle?
I don't know, yeah, I think it must be.
I'm so sure that I got every word right sometimes, why I'm just sure of it. But when it comes back, there's 5 wrong.
Well, that's it. And of course, there's so many times. One word, just one word, 2 words. And you knew the other one,
I know.
you didn't put it down.
It's anybody's guess.
I don't do the puzzles. They were talking about those crossword puzzles, but Ruth does.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
I try to move my when I give it
I
up.
used to
Before I was at the hospital. Well, after the hospital, I sent something in every Saturday night.
Well, I don't see that time to.
Well, do you know anybody that's ever won any money on them?
No, I don't.
No.
Maybe it's just a gag, huh?
No, there was. It was in the paper once. Some woman did.
It goes down anyway after the one woman can when it is one, and it goes down when it's city.
They get unpaid.
No, I heard I was not one time.
Take that little bear away from the front of the microphone. It might
Oh,
Big circulation and how
move the microphone over as near as you can to catch the tape.
that one, there's nothing in there.
I knew about it.
We have a friend in Canisius that we just couldn't get her to talk if the microphone was on. Ordinarily, she would talk a blue street. And we were down there for dinner. I think it was the 4th of July. And I set the machine up, put the microphone out to where everybody could see it if they wanted to look at it. And she never even saw it. And she talked the blue streak all through dinner and said a lot of things. Oh, she didn't say anything that she really shouldn't say. She did do a little bit of talking about some of her neighbors. And so I never said anything. The thing ran all through the meal, about 2 hours. So after dinner, we were all sitting out on the porch. I just brought the tape recorder up there on the porch and plugged it in and played the thing back. I wish you could have seen the expression on his face. The trouble with a crowd like this, the various voices are pitched differently, and they're different distances away from the microphone, so the playback never is quite as...
I wouldn't think
it's interesting. Your voice will be picked up every... Yeah.
Because she's near.
She's right near it, right on top of it.
I think that's it, probably.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Well, that would be good. And compare what she had when we had, somebody come in and talk and then play his head. And we was sitting and we was down in the car and he had what about it, my house? Well, how does your new neighbor or new, how does Dora get along?
Why,
Dora
she's
Park.
behaving pretty good so far.
She's
I
what?
don't know, she was, when she was at Armstrong, she made a lot of trouble. But she's behaving pretty good. She sees things that ain't there, though.
That's the way it really
Well, I was awfully glad to hear that she's gone from there out there.
Yeah.
Well, it's pitiful to be there
I
alone,
thought the other day,
helping somebody all the time. I see.
You got the room I used to have.
Yeah, what is the name? Wilson? W-I-L-L?
Yes,
S-I-E. S-E-Y.
I was visiting Mrs. Sherman.
S-E-Y.
She was very well the other day. Mrs. Sherman kind of failed in this year.
Her lines are getting affected too.
Yeah.
How old is she? About?
I did hear her say it, but I forgot.
86 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe it's...
I couldn't have told.
He wouldn't say anything. So it'd be heard.
You know what, I was thinking about your parties the other day down the Ross. Boy, didn't you have them when you had them, those Martin parties?
Oh, when their reunion, you mean?
Yeah.
Price and Martin. I didn't go to. I only went to one picnic, I guess.
Why?
And Martin. Oh, I just didn't go. That's all.
They had awful big reunions.
Oh, yes, they did. They had good times.
Next year we have it on some tires, like Cambridge. And it down there to the hall,
Do you like family reunions?
We don't have any. We don't have any family. No, never went to but one. That's when the Lords got together once.
Remember we used to have over home.
There's a lot of Lords around here, and they were all related to us some way or other.
People when we were related to. Do you remember during the time of family reunion? And I think that was that Sherman, Martin Sherman.
Martin Sherman Stowe.
And I think I recognized Mr. Leidy.
Yes, they were.
Mr. Leidy, years and years ago. Grandpa Leidy? Or some other lady. He lived on the farm way out east. Did you go to Richard?
Farm Martin Stowe.
Did you go to Richard?
Somebody just got it down.
Not some, but Dick wrote mother.
Yeah.
Sorry.
His name.
They don't know your band here today.
But his given name.
I didn't hear.
I don't remember what his name was, only lady. Well, May Price died before. After that, she died about just a week or so after. And then they crushed the two boys. The two little boys. They died just before. Yeah. Brown boy. Harold Brown. No, I don't think they had any children. Well, there was, of course, Sherman and Robert's house. Oh, yes,
Boy,
out
died
loud.
before they did.
Well, did if they had one.
Did you hear all the thing, Mama?
What did you say besides Sherman House?
Well, Robert and Sherman House were,
Oh, yes, Robert.
and had died just before the, that is, Robert had died just before the reunion. I can't think who was were you. Somebody told me. This was, and then May Price.
How many more are you expecting?
Just a week or so later.
One,
Just
two?
about a week after me. May Price. And then we sat there and played bingo. She kept right across the table from me and playing.
I wonder how much that little thing cost.
Hmm?
How much does that little thing cost?
Like that, I would guess probably that microphone would be worth maybe $20 or $25. I don't know. It came with the set.
Oh,
It's not an especially good microphone. I wish I had a very sensitive one. Then we would be picking up everything in the room. As it is, we will miss a lot.
probably good enough.
And we'll get yours. You're the important person to get here. Well, she did a tape recording 3 years ago that I played the other night on Honeoye history. That is really an excellent job of recording.
Hear that, will you? Lloyd Wells did that. You remember Lloyd Wells.
I've got some very good tapes of my father reminiscing. I drove by the old farm in Pembroke. I was at the Akron High School this morning, and the old Ellenwood farm in East Pembroke.
Were you out there?
At Akron. That's way beyond the old farm.
You old lady go.
I went to Buffalo yesterday. I came out of Buffalo this morning.
Why, Lena Dingman.
Shall I sing happy birthday?
No, because I don't want them.
Oh,
I don't want them.
well, you're looking quite chipper.
That's a painted picture, and I know it.
How do you guess at such a thing as that?
Because I know you can do them in your sleep. You can do them in your sleep.
Well, you might know what these are.
Everybody? But I can guess. How's Louis?
Pretty good.
Some say somebody's got a dress exactly like that.
Is that right? I had it last year.
Well, somebody's been in this year with one. That's Cookie's been in
Yes,
one.
it is.
Yeah, I
Here you
know
go.
that.
I'll put it over
That
there.
was in it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'll see if it's a picture of me. If it is, it's beautiful.
No, I did. Oh, my. You're here. Birthday was. I don't know if I'm going or coming. No, Mary and I don't see all these people.
Went up to get them.
Is there somebody going in up there?
Okay.
Somebody going in by the Armstrong home?
Well, that's a question. I'm beginning to have a hunch maybe they had changed their mind. It was supposed to be the age of 6 for the 6th of December.
There's something they can't any of your body do.
Oh, they haven't showed up, so
They can't
we
any
don't
of
know.
you do that. Can you do that? That's supposed to say to keep an eye
I thought, that'd be nice next to make her think of spring.
Josephine, now we're going to open it up.
on. She wouldn't tell me what to do.
I've been painting so much. Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. I don't get
This is part of Josephine's present. Isn't this pretty?
Oh,
Isn't that beautiful?
that's pretty. Oh, my, it's pretty.
It's the guy where the dog won't get his foot.
I know it. I knew there's something.
Why don't you pass your things around, Mama? Let them look at them.
Oh, yes.
Pass your things around.
Pass them around.
You want me to take that? And, now, what's in here? Is there some in there?
I don't know what's in there. I thought it was what's the pie? It's an apple pie. It's an apple pie.
Ladies, this is some of the Josephine's number. You see, I was very careful about that. I stole the rest of the lunch.
I come right near doing that same thing. I was glad I didn't, because I thought, well, maybe somebody else will do that till I get the
Well,
or something to make her
Are you
think of
gonna eat that?
spring.
yes, I am.
All of it?
No, just a little of it.
Turn that chair around or what, maybe somebody in here is saying, turn it around in that one.
Now you all gotta keep still.
No, you haven't. I can drown out all this conversation.
I doubt it.
Well, I can. Let's say I can try.
You know, I've been talking to a deaf man for so long. I tell you, I can yell pretty loud.
Well, most of the conversation here this afternoon has been very quiet. Everybody's sort of been whispering as if they were afraid that somebody else would hear
Well,
them.
I never do that.
Why, in a weak moment, the other night when we were talking about tape recording this, I said that I would do it, and I would also take a picture, a couple of pictures of you, and then said I would sing Happy Birthday to you with my uke, which is something that I have fooled around with for, well, pretty close to 45 years. And
He's 45 years old.
and I used to do this a good many years ago professionally. But I wish, just singing Happy Birthday, everybody knows that I wish you'd all join in and sing with me, at least on the second chorus. And then I think we ought to sing one. We got to sing this for you too. I got to have your.
I forgot to say, ladies, this is Josephine Smith's birthday too.
Well, you just.
I'm very sorry. Some of them knew it.
You saved me from asking a question.
Excuse me, Mrs. Dingman had one when?
Sunday.
And how old was Mrs. Dingman?
86 Sunday.
86.
Sunday.
Gee.
I lied. I told somebody he was 90.
If you totaled up all the years that are represented here today, you got
That would be terrible.
Well, that would be.
9, 10, 11, 12. You'd have close to 1,000 years.
I guess you would.
Pretty close to it.
I guess you would.
Well, we'll get this happy birthday business over with, so I can sit down. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nellie. Happy birthday to you.
And the birthday is all over with.
Yeah, Now let's all sing it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nellie. Happy birthday to you.
89 of them. Think of it.
89.
Speech, Nellie.
My speech is listening. Lena Dingman's a talker. She can give my speech. She never stops talking.
I what? I didn't get that. What did you say?
I said you never stop talking if you get the chance.
That's right. My mother always told me my tongue was hung in the middle and wagged at both ends.
Let's sing happy birthday to Joe Smith.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Josephine. Happy birthday to you.
Call for a speech, Joe.
I just made it. Thank you very much.
She can tell stories till the cows come in. If you once got her started, she never stops. Just Josephine.
Call for a story, Joe.
Well, I can't think of any today. Today's a good day to listen.
How about another song, Keith?
Yeah, Mrs. Dingman.
Let's sing to Mrs. Dingman the Sunday. Coming up. Birthday coming up. Selena Dingman.
Well,
What's that? I didn't get that about you.
we're going to sing happy birthday to you for next Sunday.
Oh, no, for Sunday. That's on Sunday, for my birthday.
Yeah, well,
We
that's,
know that.
we know that, but we'll be 3 or 4 days early. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lena. Happy birthday to
How
you.
did you know my name?
Just heard Amo.
Oh,
I listened.
I was waiting to see what he called me.
Is that all in December?
My husband ought to be here. He's 90.
Mm,
91 is next birthday.
91.
Next birthday.
Is that all in December?
I knew her when she was a little bit of a girl.
Lena Burton ought to be here. When is her birthday? I want to find out.
Jen Brooks was unable to come, and next she can come later. She's gone into the city Christmas shopping with Pauline.
And she used to sing in the choir and get paid for it too. That Lena Dingman did. She got good pay for it, better than she ought to have had.
I heard her sing about 60 years ago, and she was pretty good.
Wasn't she?
She was.
She could go off the piano. She goes so high.
How about another song, Keith? Yeah, there's an audience there now.
A carol you could sing?
Christmas carol.
Well, Christmas carols don't lend themselves very well to this sort of an instrument. I wonder how many of you would remember it. So shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. I ain't had no love since January, February, June, or July. No time, ain't no time to sit outside and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon for me and my gal. The man that wrote that died within the past 6 weeks at 90 some odd years of age. Fellow by the name of Jack Norworth. And he was the husband of the famous vaudeville actress Nora Bayes.
Oh, for
Anybody
Christmas.
here remember Nora Bayes?
I remember. Hearing the name very, very much.
She used to, his wife Nora used to appear at the old Temple Theater in Rochester
Years and
Boston.
years and years
Years
ago.
ago, yeah. he also wrote Let's Go Out to the Ball Game.
Oh, did he?
Those two songs were bringing him an income up until the time of his death, and his estate will still get it. The royalties were somewhere between $800 and $900 a month, just
Oh
from
boy,
those two
wouldn't
songs.
I like to try that?
Well, it's too late now. All you got to do is write a song hit.
That's right, a good song here.
Jingle bells, how's that?
That's a good one. I was just thinking about that very day.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow in the one horse.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. For the field we go away. Oh, what fun it is. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
How about I was seeing Nellie home? You know that one? That's one of the things to do.
All right.
Not where you were before.
I was seeing Nellie home. I was seeing Nellie home. It was from Mendon, quilting party. I was seeing Nellie home. How's the verse of that go? Do-do-do.
Stars in the sky, the bright stars.
I was seeing Nellie home. That must have been about you. I was seeing Nellie home. I was seeing Nellie home. It was from a Dinah's quilting party. I was seeing Nellie home. East side, west side, all around the town. The cats sang ring around Rosie, London Bridge is falling down. Boys and girls together, me and Amy O'Rourke, trip the light fantastic on the sidewalk of New York. And you remember this one? Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. There.
Well, another one?
Three rows there.
Three rows, so great.
And you ruined it.
So much freer.
Sweet Rosie O'Gray.
Don't hear any songs like that.
I forgotten you, Mary, then how happy we'll be. For I love sweet Rosie O'Grady, and Rosie O'Grady loves me.
How do you know all these?
Oh, I'm gonna be 61 pretty quick. These are, I can remember most of these. I think all of them have been written, maybe not quite all of them, but almost all of them within my time.
Can you play over the garden wall?
No, but I've heard it.
I never heard that.
I can't remember the first of it.
You know, wait for the wagon. Will you come with me, my Phyllis dear?
Well, I remember of.
The old gray bonnet.
Hold on.
That Mama telegram for Dr. Mrs. Sanders. Hello? Yeah. This is your son, Joe. Want to talk to him?
Get a chair in there.
That's all right. I'll move.
Mama didn't open this up, I don't believe. Nellie with much love.
Oh, good.
Oh, but Jackie,
Oh, my God.
look like
Oh,
Jackie's
for
sitting
Lord's
there.
sake, aren't those
Now, I know
things-
you're supposed to take one, you're just supposed to.
Oh.
Don't give them in your record.
I love it.
Those are lunch cooking, aren't they?
I bet I know one boy that gets a cookie. He'll come over and look, wait till Mom will say, get piece of cookie.
Either they dry out or they're cooked on the bottom of the
Aren't you
cup.
going to put another one, Keith?
I have to buy all my cooked oil and coffee and cooked herbs.
Say, listen, I want you to all listen what Jessie says. She says, another candle on your cake. Well, that's no cause to pout. Be glad you're still got strength enough to blow the darn thing out. Happy birthday. And that's from Jessie. She said darn. I wouldn't say darn.
Maybe she doesn't write very well, Nellie, and
Mother, who gave you the nice box of candy? Was it the Kimballs? Was it their card was with it?
No, it was,
Jeanette Kimball.
letter was
Jeanette Kimball.
The one I got.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't. It was somebody else here that made it.
Somebody gave a beautiful box of candy. It was incredible. Who did it? Anybody
Somebody
here?
made it. She did.
Oh,
Jessie.
beautiful. Well, you've seen everything else. Now, this likewise is not going to have any cards. There's Peter, you know.
I can see how Nell's going to get real sick. If her daughter-in-law doesn't help her out. If her daughter, I mean. She'll just get fed.
Maybe for a little while. Later on, we'll probably break down and test them all, Lena. You want to come down about Saturday. And this is very sweet, too. Little,
It's going to be real happy for me living under the same roof.
Yeah, you come to do it.
who gave you this, Mother?
Oh, that's from Josephine.
Josephine?
Mm-hmm.
Who did? Oh, Gertie Diver.
Oh, Gertie Diver,
Gertie
yeah.
Diver.
Looks like it from here.
Isn't that the sweetest thing? Pass it around on one hand.
Especially for now.
Some stuff right there, I can't see in.
Oh, it's pretty, I thought, well, I
I bet
never wore,
it's-
I don't stand better.
I bet it's
I get
a
sick.
point.
Oh, that's right, I bet there is to a point. Look at that, he wouldn't do him any good if I didn't told him I would have been, but I wouldn't do it. And I said,
Well, I guess they're
Yeah,
because I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
You wanna come up playing the churches and don't kind of looking when it works?
Just the only kid that
It's a motivation card.
It's cute. Oh, I just had the one, she has four. Yeah. Two were married. One little
Yeah, the oranges came from the minister.
It says to a lovely lady on it.
and two at home. Two young
Right side.
still in school.
Got away from you, I guess.
It might have got in among the other cards.
Is it over here?
Did you get one with a coffee mill on it?
Yes, I did.
Well, that's it.
It's got a coffee mill on it. Right there. Ain't it?
No,
No,
that isn't it. It's brown.
I had it right here, a coffee
Well.
mill.
That's
Well, let's
it.
find it. Let's find it.
It's awful cute.
It may have been to the mill, but we still got lots of pepper in them.
This is it right here. This is it, Gertrude?
That's it.
This is it, Mama. This is the one. Probably got one of her poems in it.
No wonder they
But
didn't.
isn't that cute? So we've been through the mill. Show it to them. It's awful cute.
Well, this one came in.
Yeah, I found a little coffee mill the other day.
Let's pass that one. I didn't see that. Link to the folder.
I think there's one that's a picture.
And this is some, who gave you this now?
Eleanor,
Oh, this is Eleanor Holmes.
she made it.
And all these lovely oranges from the minister with a very nice letter.
Some that she had.
And Presbyterian Church Stationery.
Yes, it's a very nice letter from them.
Like the shit. Come up with something we did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get very hard.
Well, that's with me. I got no car.
No, I
Did you ever sell coffee mills like that? Fred, did you ever sell coffee mills like that?
Oh,
You ever sell coffee mills?
yeah, I got a coffee mill.
I thought you did.
Now listen,
I found it the other day. One of the,
Josephine is going to read this letter for Mr. Finley.
Dear Mrs. Thompson, congratulations on so nobly completing so many years and so nicely done. Your sojourn in bed now is a chance at the rest period you so much need. Here on this 89th anniversary, I bring some fruit for your enjoyment. God bless you on the turning to other years. Most sincerely, Bob Findley.
It's very nice.
And this nice book from
Oscar Kirby.
Oscar
Oh,
Kirby.
no, not that. That was not Oscar Kirby.
Yeah, this is one her daughter gave her, the Rena Frank Slaughter. Who gave you this?
Your turn in 24, I think.
Who gave you this?
Bird sent that.
Bird sent that.
It wasn't for birthday, but she said she just thought she'd enjoy
Don't
it.
think of Josephine as the bird.
And here are some of her other presents. Stationery that you will. And it's like
I don't know.
that smell.
She's close. She wanted to go and see
yeah.
It was, and it was her mom. It had a little piece of gold way down here, and that was $10.
Here's the scary.
And my mother had it. She gave it to me.
Well, I can't keep him waiting. You can't go without the cake.
Well, I said, here's the card. Come over here.
Down here.
I'd like to know what number you were.
I never saw a well-behaved lady had so many offices with the law.
What have you been doing?
That's the only bad actor. He's after her.
He makes me weak. I was looking at her. She's a movie player. I also fix it to look more like me than some that my grandson was taking lazy. He always snaps them just to catch me when I'm making monkey shine. I think maybe they look better. Nice that time.
The writing paper, it'll be good.
So we're very happy. But I really like it. I'm ready to paper.
You got those up here?
I got it.
This is the last one. You're tired. Yeah, I think that's right.
Funny thing, I can use my eye reading all day long. If I sit down and read for an hour, it's black and white. Colors, I think.
Excuse me, ladies. I wonder if we could induce Mary Carmichael. I wonder if we could induce Mary Carmichael to read the article on Mama's birthday written by Dick Smith. This will be tape recorded.
Yeah.
You want me to hold that up?
No, but I just want to get it placed right when she's ready to read. Now, speak up so we can catch it.
Don't be worried about me speaking up because I'm not one of those that talk low.
Good.
Miss Nellie Thompson, on 89th birthday, recalls her days in Bucket Brigade. Mrs. Nellie Tring Thompson, on her 89th birthday, December 9th, took a long look back at Honeoye Falls' lively past, in which she played an active part, including the role of Bucket Brigade firefighter. There was excitement here then. There were fires and runaways. 9 passenger trains stopped every day. Circuses came every year. We had fairs and a racetrack. Fires were frequent when she was a teenager. Many's the night, black or bright, in winter's withering cold or summer's sultriness. She was roused by the fire alarm, fearsome clang of the alarm bell. All the women in the village threw on clothes and shoes, grabbed a bucket, and made a line from the creek to the fire. We passed the buckets, and the men threw the water on the flames. Mostly, whatever was burning went to the ground. I think once or twice we did save the property. Honored guest at luncheon. Mentally alert and with a sly and wit and smile, Mrs. Thompson was guest of honor at luncheon in the home of her son-in-law and daughter, Postmaster Mrs. Lyle Krieger, North Main Street. Several old friends attended, and others dropped in to visit in the afternoon and enjoy a slice of birthday cake. What I miss above everything, she says, is walking. I walk more than any 10 people in this village, half my age. Broken hip, restrictive. April 30th, 58. She fell, breaking her left hip. She was 7 weeks in the hospital last spring with complete and fell again last August. Now I stay right on this bed in the parlor. Born here in 1870, she attended school and went to work for her father, William Henry Dan Tring, when she was 17. She was the bookkeeper for his large railroad street bean, hay, and coal business. I could add a column of figures as fast as an adding machine, she said firmly. What's more, I still can. The summer she was 18, Barnum and Bailey Circus played the falls and bought tons of hay from Mr. Tring. After the hay was delivered, she harnessed a horse to a buggy and went to the grounds to collect. Her horse never before had seen an elephant, but when he did, he took off for the barn. When he reached the barn, he stopped. My, what a thrilling ride, but I lost my hat. She collected the money, returning to the circus lot on a bicycle. Horses were familiar to Mrs. Thompson years ago. Her father had several he raced, and at other tracks, Mrs. Thompson drove often in sulky races, winning many of them. Speaking of horses reminds me of a good story. Daughter was no horse trader. When Amo, Mrs. Krieger, was 3 years old, she put the hooks into a $1,000 horse deal. My father had for sale $1,000 a very fine racehorse. It was a consistent winner and well worth the money. But there was one thing about the horse nobody, even veterinarians, could explain. After winning a race and being led from the track, the horse would simply fall down. Veterinarians went over him time after time and could find nothing wrong. A buyer with $1,000 in his hand was about to give the money to my father when in came Amo, who said, "Grandpa, that is the horse that falls down standing still, isn't it?" The buyer said, "What did you say, little girl?" Amo said it again. The buyer put the money in his pocket and walked out. Mrs. Thompson's father, who died 32 years ago at the age of 90, was mayor here 25 years and brought in Buffalo the first fire engine, a Salisbury hand pumper. Mrs. Thompson was 17 then. Oil lamps lighted the village streets, but only from dark to 10:30, when the lamplighter made the rounds and turned them off. If anyone went out after that, he carried a lantern. Gas lights, wonderful. It was wonderful, she recalled, when the gas light came. They were first turned off at 10:30 and later burned all night. Getting around the village afoot was vexing when she was young. You waded through mud, and when you stepped on a wooden sidewalk, you never knew when a loose board would come up and wrap you one.
All right.
Bring the boy.
We lived across the road from the cemetery, and the road in front was sometimes hubcap deep with mud. There is said to be an underground river there. 70 years ago, a man named Locke had a restaurant in Railroad Street. where a meal with large portions of quality meat, potatoes, pie, coffee, and a roll cost 13 cents. If you wanted seconds, there was no charge. Mr. Locke moved to Victor, started an insulator works, and left $1 million when he died. His brother was an artist of some note and did the paintings on the ceiling of a Railroad Street house still standing. It is next to the old Ritz-Taylor Hotel. Mrs. Thompson's husband, Dr. G.H. Thompson, a dentist, died 51 years ago after 10 years of marriage. I miss the past, maybe because I once knew so many people. For years I knew everyone here in North Bloomfield and Lima.
We knew people then, but you don't today.
I remember a couple of your father. I remember taking beans there. I sold him some beans when I was a boy. Years ago.
Was the office, the old lay place? Father. Great.
The other side of the house.
Oh. The building is there anymore.
No, burned down.
But it was the other side of that where you say the house.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, where else there?
Near the freight house. Freight house is gone.
What became of the freight office? What did they do with it?
Freight office is there.
Is it there now?
But not the people.
People is gone. I own the land of the railroad for years.
My mother all here now.
Fred, you own that property now, don't you? You own that property now, don't you? Where the freight house used to
I
be?
just sold the railroad from the way down to the orange corner. But I own the steel house in this lane. I made a house out of it.
I knew it was somewhere, you know.
Oh, I know we have one there.
Mom, I heard something here. Did you open it? I don't think you even opened it.
No. My soul, that's heavy. Well, I'll bet that's lead.
Wait just a minute, will you, before you get up?
That's heavy. heavy. Oh boy, look at that. Orange marmalade. Oh boy, isn't it heavy as lead. That weighs a ton. Heavy as lead.
Well, you're going to be living
My goodness, it makes me jump.
My grandson, when he was here, there was a time of now he was all the cat out there. I want to take the picture. And I said something, and I made a take that. But I didn't take it.
How long did you talk
That makes it better. Iron so much I need to get. I've been made with a net and all that, or asbestos and all. I didn't do it. I got cocaine in years.
Well,
I thought myself, I'm so dumb, I don't believe I'd be able to do it. I got my hand over it. I had to leave it. I used to use those cars, that padding, that's
I'm losing my stockings in my mouth.
You know, I have some pillowcases with padding on the heads there.
Alex Canoe. I just found a lot of little dogs. I found a lot of little dogs that made me think of Olga. Where's Olga?
They have some worn out. Yes, but the pillowcases are wearing out. We'll take it off. Yeah. And I took off some inserts and she made it for me, and I'm going to put it on something else up there.
These are, you make your, and then you, and then you change. So those flowers, the two middle flowers, the middle flower is.
Getting tired?
Nope, I am not. Take more than that to get me tired.
Quite a lot of excitement.
I know, but I don't mind it.
Quite a lot of excitement for a young lady.
It goes in one ear and out the other.
We've been living here now.
Not quite a year. Philadelphia. We live down there. Not quite a year. Our permanent home is down in Conesus.
He came back to old Honeoye Falls.
Sorry.
I used to have two fellows with the commission call on me. One told Harry and the other told him to.
Was his name been John McVicker?
Smith, I think one of his name was. The guy is good as married again. The other fellow used to run the store there. He's on the road selling carriages. Yeah, I used to sell cars with the carriages. The West. But they local places call around that.
I couldn't learn.
Carriage been 60 years ago, and automobiles is 52 years ago. That's the technical we joined that young woman. I see this thing right from the start. I was part of the business implements. I had quite a business here for years.
You live right here in the village now?
Yeah. Been here 60 years. Gave a little farm. Bought 2 fish farm a year. I had put the 800 acre land at one time. Bought the Johnny Ann farm, Cornish Case farm. Lost my wife 2 months ago. I used to play Texas in the 90s. I started calling off and there were 3 boys walking over to cut the log cars. I went to my boy in the 90s. I said, that's we played from 9 o'clock to 5 in the morning. A couple dollars.
Yeah.
I got my notice for last long movie. I had to pay 50 years, I got away. I'm not young at all. And I did that.
That's a long haul. 8 hours. Oh, sure. One of the things you have, violence particularly, you have to keep up with it. Yeah.
See, you're a tall man. When you stood by him, I thought he was tall. When you stood down, he was 6 inches tall.
Mind your way.
No, sir, I'm around you.
Good.
How's Mr.
Well, how are you, Merle? I don't know. I've never seen you.
Well, I'm about as usual.
All by yourself?
I know. I got the she works that day. She's in, buying a Christmas there. But, I heard her say something, I've been up earlier than usual.
My head is level.
Where are you going?
I'm busy. Why, can you tell me, what is the date of Lena Burton's birthday? I had a card already sent, I can't remember.
Lena Burton?
Lena. John Burton, right. Lena Burton.
Well, that's her name, Lena.
Yeah, her name's Lena.
Yeah. Lena Moy Burton.
Yeah, right. But when is her birthday is here right along with ours. Have you got it? Have you anywhere? I thought I wrote it down when I was talking to Lena. I was up there with,
Why, it's the 21st.
Is it later? Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
Those are fine.
Somebody's birthday is the 21st, and somebody's birthday is 3 days after mine.
Well, I thought hers came after mine, 14th to 16th.
The 11th.
Oh, it is?
The 11th.
Well, I'm going to send it anyway, and
It's
I'm
the
going to
11th.
write her. I always write when I do send it, you know, a little something.
It's the 11th. I
Yeah.
know now, I think of it.
Yeah.
Mine's the 9th, and hers came the 11th.
Lena Moy, I'll never forget her.
No,
She got me to like olives, and I never forgot that as long as I lived.
no, was
She,
that
you
right?
know, you remember she was in with in Burton, in Hanford, you know, and she said to me, Lena, say, come on, can't you come down New Year's Day? She said, I'm going to be working, I'm going to finish up some things, come on down. So I went down, so she had a little lunch, you know. I went down, and she had olives. She said, you want to take one? I said, no, I don't think I like them very much. I tried them. She says, you eat that much out of that bottle, and I know you always like them.
That much?
Yeah,
Oh.
out of a bottle. Of course, that wasn't such an awful lot when you come
No,
to
it
count them,
wasn't,
you know.
no.
Well, I said, I'll do a thing once. I did. From that day to this, I like it.
Yes, I know, that's the way I started.
Is that right? I did well. I said, you taught me something. She says, well, I didn't like them. And that's what they told me, and I did it. And she says, no, I love them.
I do
We had
too.
sandwiches and all little lunch.
I do too.
And we had such a good time. I always liked Lena.
No doubt.
I was always very fond of her.
Very fond.
And you know, when, you remember, when Will was courting me, he had a room at Lena's there. He lived there.
Oh,
You know, the
that
jet, over the railroad track, that railroad track went through, the New York Central.
It was just about
Used
4
to go by, and she lived in that house where Jim Brown, I think it is.
That's the Lord.
And Will had a room there. And in the wintertime, she put a feather bed on his bed, so he'd be warmer. Didn't think it was very warm up there, so he'd be real warm. So we were married in the Central May. And so some of my friends had told me what they were going to do to me when I got married because of what I'd done to them. So I said, you'll never know when I'm going to get married. Pat Fairchild sat on the porch the very day my sister had come to visit, And we, between the two of us, we fixed it. So we were going away going to get married at noon and go away on the noon train. They went, to Auburn, like 10 days. And so we had it all fixed up, nobody but the minister. And he always used to stop and visit with us on the front porch. And he generally went down to get his meat for dinner. So he stopped, he got his meat, he stopped on his way back. Well, Mrs. Thompson, do you eat that there?
Yeah, I've got it. Thank you. Thank you. I can look after
So Anna so Lena told Will, she says, now, Lena, he says, I won't need that feather bed anymore. You can just as well take it all. Of course, he was going to be married. Yeah, they never got over that. They certainly did. We had a lot of fun, I'll tell you.
And does they take it off?
Huh?
They took off the bed. They took it off the bed.
Yeah, she took it off, but she didn't know we were going to be married, And she said she was smart, Alex. But she was always doing something like that.
Oh, that was good.
That was always. Well, I said, he says, won't she be surprised when she finds her on the train? Well, Maud Nolan, they had a millinery shop right on the corner there.
Yes, they did.
She had a lot of rice up overhead, She mistrusted it. Because her mother didn't know. She made my hat, but she didn't know when I was going to be married. Well, the joke of it was, when she saw us in the hack, going across the bridge, she grabbed that thing, and those long legs of hers. She said she went down the main street there with her legs doing the running, and she yelled at Frank Barnett and Raymond Pride, all of them, Lena's married, come on. And she got there. And she did.
She really?
Clara Pierce knew about it, because she was there at the wedding. And she was over, because she was working for the Central,
Yeah, sure.
And so she went in with us on the train. She got over across the bridge, Well, she went in. She said, now, to the people in the car, I want you to take very good care of this couple. They're just married. I said, you get out of here. Just then Maud come in, and oh, boy, did they not love us.
Oh, I bet they did.
We were a mess.
With Maud Nolan, it would be.
Maud Nolan. Well, she said, well, my hat was all the way around was Irish, mind you. And every one of those things are full of it.
How'd you get them out?
And shook and shook and shook, and I thought I'd never get rid of that. But they had their fun.
Yes, they did. That's Maud Nolan. She'd make it.
Well, anyway, I often think, the fun that we used to have,
I know.
And then they didn't know, of course, that, when Fairchild sitting on her front porch, Ella and I went downtown.
Yes.
I wanted to, we were going to Auburn to be with his sister for a while. And so I had some things that I wanted to take him down. And so she took them down as though they were hers, you know.
Yeah, of course she could.
She checked. And Miss Fairchild saw us coming. She was sitting on her front porch. She yelled out, Lena, you better go home and wash your feet. You're going to be married. Well, I said, who says I'm going to be married? Oh, she said, I was just wondering. You know her.
I know her.
She was the biggest
Oh,
flip
boy,
ever.
she was.
I'll never forget her.
She was.
She
Nobody
didn't care
could.
what she said. either.
No. Didn't make a difference to her what she said.
I had her very... I said, sit down and shut up.
I guess we were to get my ice cream.
Oh, well, I'll sit down. I'll wait for you. Find out what I asked her, what I guess. I thought maybe Jen Brooks would be here. I wonder what that means. Birthday is, he's, I think he's right after mine. Well, I would.
Oh, look what he's got. Look what he's got.
Will you grab the fork and take
Mama, a cupcake?
There's one right there.
Okay? Give me a cup then.
You get that? I'll get my feet out. Better. Get her out.
And this is this burger. Can you sit over here?
Yeah, I'll sit right there.
Okay.
I wish I'd go out to another Christmas party. I guess I have it. You got it? Yeah.
Fred, don't you want us to bring it over here?
Now, let's see. Let me have your cover. Oh, I just want to.
Got it.
I'll get you another one, Elmer.
Yeah. Well, I thought I had met you. That's
How many years ago did you come here? Well, there was another thing.
And I lived in Mrs. Harris.
Another thing was, how old would Raleigh be if he was alive today?
He was born in
70.
Where can I put your tea?
You don't want any tea.
Oh, you don't want it?
I don't want cold water.
all right.
He would have been 80 or 80 now.
You want to grab a piece of cake here?
Say, I wonder if you couldn't shove that cable along where Mama can hear you. She's so far away from the birthday lady.
I can hear him.
You'll have to speak up then, because I mean, when you're down there, sure.
I can hear them, Mama.
Couldn't you shove along a little bit, well, she can shove.
Already? I'll be back for a while.
Well, I'd like to have it near too, Elmer. I'd like to have a cable going. Well, I'm right behind you. Huh? She can't hear you, I mean, she knows all that thing.
Well,
I
I was
Oh,
trying to figure out, he and Guy Adams were the same age. And we were
Hey, if you could be around here, fine, I have to get over here.
I can hear him.
Couldn't you come around here in the weather? No, you're not away at all. Here, I'll sit right here. Sure, and could you come down the weather? No, they're coming around, they're all right. Well, that's what your feet are, so they can keep them something.
Well, and I want to have tea.
what they
You
want.
want to have tea?
I'm going to have water.
Oh, wonderful.
She's all right now.
There,
I
now,
don't have
can
water.
you hear me?
I can hear what you're saying.
You want to come over here, Joanna?
Well, I said I've been looking Florence and I've been.
I can hear every word you say. I can hear every word Lena does.
we've been getting some,
I'm afraid somebody will get hurt.
family, you know, I've been looking up things over there, the DAR.
Put anything on my bedroom window.
Oh, my land.
Well, I put that's all right,
But I
that,
don't promise.
you better not, Luella.
Fred?
Yeah, I can use this chair.
Florence is great for genealogy, you know.
Well, Raleigh was,
Well,
when he, get your ticket, we have to go to the beginning of it.
Is that ice cream flavored with mint?
Isn't that nice?
what I,
Yeah.
That's
It's,
what's wrong with it.
If anybody hasn't got a cup of tea,
peppermint or wintergreen or what?
Fred has, Mr. Wolford would like to come.
okay? Now, if anybody else hasn't got a cup of tea. Marla, would you like some tea?
No, I don't care for anything.
How about you ladies over here? Now? Oh, you got
I
one.
know she's,
She's got a big one.
she is, of course, a DAR.
I'm gonna put it down, I didn't want in there.
Well, you eat it, eat it.
1960.
Eat it, this is delicious.
I like cake when I go out like this.
Right out
I
loud.
like cake in the oven.
Don't you? What do you like to eat?
Can't go for it.
Marilla,
I have one.
more cake? We got lots of cake.
I have one now, I'll wait.
Another cake and...
No sugar?
Where I am. I don't know about
I like coffee better than
Everybody
cake.
ready for more cake? We got lots of
Hi there. How you going? Pretty good?
Well, here, how are you? Right there. You're just in time to get some cake.
Well, I
Sure,
didn't.
you can sit right down if you like. Marquise, I'll get you some tea.
You've got it. Manager party.
That don't happen very often.
Well, I didn't. Back to the
Well, he's a good one, isn't he?
mile quicker than I figured
See,
it
but
was.
I was glad to hear his voice.
One gun,
I didn't know.
Yes, he's been on the stage a long time. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mercy sakes. Well, yes, he certainly can sing.
He's a regular entertainer. Yes.
He likes it too.
Mm-hmm.
she's a good singer.
He's right at home in it.
You should have somebody singing.
Oh, Mr. Mother, Ellen,
That's funny.
Come in, Rilla.
he had a ULA.
We'd like the entertainer in here. I'm just talking about your voice. Why, I never knew you could sing like that.
I can't.
You'll have to tell that to somebody
You
else.
better come, why don't you come and help us in church? I mean,
I'm not hearing it. I mean, I'm not, I
well,
really
I
am
mean
not.
in the choir.
If you lived in Canisius, you would.
We should rather have mint or raspberry sherbet.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter either one.
This is mint, that's what it is.
I used to sing in the university choir in Rochester. And Tom Grierson, remember Tom Grierson? The organist that used to play at the College Theater?
I know the name.
Well, for years, he was the choir director,
Yes,
an
it
organist
was.
at Brick Church, and then he went from there to the Universalist Church up on Clinton.
Yes, it is.
He's back there now, I
It's a
think.
shame for anyone that can sing like that.
Yes, he is back at Levis Music Store. After having been gone a number of years.
I think the big crew was the one that wrote that.
Do you, Keith, do you sing tenor?
I used to. I really don't sing anymore.
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
get, you got yourself in trouble.
I have the best alibis in the world. I wouldn't be around for choir rehearsal, and there are a lot of
You
Sundays
could
that
just for Christmas or Easter work.
Christmas will soon
You
be
don't
here.
have to do it, only just for special.
Easter,
No.
Easter Sunday, I'll be in Nova Scotia. On both Christmas and New Year's, we'll get back here sometime New Year's Day. I'll be in Florida at Christmas.
Well, I
Mhm.
know, but I knew they did have, she tried to
Down where it's
change it.
warm.
And,
Hope so, although
Yeah, been chilly.
it's been chilly down there. We may have to go as far as Key West to get the weather we want.
You made that.
I just have
We were down there 4 years ago, And it was warmer at Revere Beach in Boston than it was at Miami Beach. Mhm.
I know. I don't know how it is now. Just now.
I don't know, I haven't looked.
It's been cold down there.
They said it was such a good change, though, from the heat they'd had.
I know it, but I bet they were glad to get cool off.
There they were. Helen said the children were hoping it would be cool. I haven't heard from her. She found it out.
I was just looking, what do you hear from them?
Well, I'm supposed to be off the visit getting ready for Christmas.
I bet you is.
She has to do all the buying.
Yeah, I know, she's got the one who will do it.
Yeah, and she, well, she'll have to send, I don't think Santa's gonna be there, so because that's a box to fix. Yeah.
Well,
She lives in Baltimore right now, and he's gonna be changing. Did you see in today's paper? And this morning paper on the front page about the canning.
I saw the article, I didn't read
With
it.
the steel.
I didn't read it, but I saw,
I noticed it said the American can and the Continental
yes it
can.
did,
Two big cans.
yes it did.
Can I give you another case?
Thank you. And he's with the Continental can. Herbert is, the boy.
Hey,
Don't want anybody to go hungry.
26
boy.
hours.
This is your favorite.
You grab it for somebody else. But he will be transferred.
Where will it be transferred
Well,
to?
that's what he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
That is, I don't know yet.
Well, maybe he don't.
He hopes Atlanta. No, maybe he doesn't. I don't know if it's all right. But I think he used to be in Baltimore for Christmas, so.
Trouble with having your birthday like
In Baltimore.
mine on. Go there first. That's what my folks always said.
Mine's even worse.
He liked to go to
21st,
Atlanta.
21st of December.
I've always
Do
thought
you
I
have any
actually
tea,
was
Marilla?
No, thank you. I can't. I get so much out of
Yes,
it.
I know
More
it.
tea, anybody here?
My mother used to say, well, you're all of your needs. Get your Christmas, yeah, you get a
Do
birthday.
you drink tea and coffee?
Do I have it?
Do you drink it?
Well, I don't drink tea much.
I don't have
Like
it.
here,
Yeah,
you know, only I kind of lose it behind the table.
He did if they're not
Yeah,
sitting
but
on
you
the
like
table.
more tea? No, I don't. A little bit more tea,
And
but nothing else.
coffee, I drink the same. Thank you.
Mr. Wolfberger, how about you? A little more tea?
Do you remember Nevada Harris? Is this from over here?
Get out of your way.
Look, her daughter made these cakes.
Made no cake.
Makes these cakes. She makes beautiful cakes.
Anna Harris.
Nevada Harris. Oh, Nevada Harris.
Oh, Harris.
Julie, these. She makes them.
Now, which one is that?
I think in Ohio.
Yeah, but I
Nevada
was
Harris
trying
lives
to
across the
think.
road here from Lamont.
Yeah, but who's the daughter? Which daughter? Well, out in the country.
There's one out in the, yeah, no, you know, Beatrice married,
Yeah,
well,
not
then the other one,
the other one.
Judy,
You
Judy,
folks some lemons in
I
together
guess
for
Judy.
tea, Mr.
Is
Wolfberger?
her name.
They used to think she wasn't very bright, but she can make those cakes.
Six.
There was something about it, I can't remember what in the
I
world.
know, Esther. Everything.
I take clear tea. I don't take any
What's
lemon
her
in my
name?
tea. Sometimes I like lemon. Now, by the time you finish your tea, you come around with a lemon or tea.
You taught me to put milk in my tea. can't put it in, and I want to put it in. I like better.
Would you
It's
like
a
to
beautiful
see
white
one of
paper,
the
I like it.
Give me one probably like it.
Well,
I'll warm the tea up now, I'll be right back to the teapot.
Well, I like my coffee with cream in the morning, I have an extra pack. I don't want any.
See me, what's Judy?
Jody was a little girl.
Oh, what's her,
Well,
what's her little girl, what's this girl's little girl?
Yeah.
What's the mother?
That's like,
What was the mother's name? Mrs. Harris' daughter. No,
we mean the, lives across the road here.
Neva's daughter. Neva Harris's daughter.
Naomi.
Naomi.
Naomi, that's what it is.
That's it.
There was Naomi and Nevada and Beatrice, remember?
That was the mother.
Yeah.
How about your friend? More tea?
Just a little bit, please.
Some people are very fond of lime ice cream, and I can't do it. I like everything but lime.
And they gave it to you.
I know it, I'm eating it.
by the way, where are they?
Oh, I like it, but
Long yet?
Yes.
They have.
They went,
I like most anything.
I know they gotta go around Thanksgiving.
yes, they went right after the.
So what burger would you like another cupcake?
But I don't like, I don't care for
They
sherbet.
got down, got to take one out, so one cupcake, but I don't think more.
I'm very fond of lime sherbet.
How about the light?
Either some of Naomi, maybe the time that we had a party and had to take 11 cupcakes. When he turned it all around, the whole place cupcakes, and then he took the little nuts on top.
Well, I hope we picked up this conversation that you and you two are just having.
That's why she wanted me to move. Yes, I was. Well, I think it probably did.
But if it did, it'd be worth it.
What we had been thinking about.
I don't either.
Well, we've got everything on there that's happened
Oh, I
since
know,
2 o'clock.
we talked to you about.
Now, Mr. Elling was going to play this back in a little while.
You're going to play it back to us.
Take 3 hours to play it back.
Oh, are you going
It takes
to?
all the length of time that it's been. You can't play it back any faster than you took it.
Oh.
Well, I'm afraid we won't all be here, but.
I can play snatches of it.
See, isn't that funny how they can take all that and then play it back? My goodness.
We can hear a little
She did
animal I'm chock full here. I can think some things.
No, I don't remember the name.
Thank you. She married Williams.